There's a lot of misconceptions about Raleigh flying around. So today I'm here to set the record straight. So we're going to explore 5 common myths and debunk them all. But before we dive in, make sure you hit subscribe below. Don't forget to click the bell so you can be notified when our new videos are posted. So myth number 1, Raleigh is unaffordable. You know, the first myth we're going to tackle is that Raleigh is becoming unaffordable. It's a common concern, especially with the city's rapid growth and popularity. And let's dive into a few facts to see if Raleigh really is out of reach of most potential buyers. First, it's important to recognize that Raleigh's cost of living is slightly above the national average. However, compared to other major cities across the country, Raleigh remains a relatively affordable option. So when you compare the median home price here to those places like San Francisco, New York City, or even Seattle, as we covered in our last video, Raleigh offers a much more budget-friendly landscape. So yes, the median home price has seen an upward trend over the past few years, yet this increase aligns with a general national trend influenced by factors like low interest rates and limited housing inventory. Despite these rises, Raleigh still offers a range of housing options suited to various budgets. So some neighborhoods that have been attracting those who might be priced out include Clayton, where the average 3-bedroom home costs about $240,000 compared to Raleigh's $390,000 average. And then there's also places like Garner, Knightdale, Wendell, Zebulon. So if you'd like to learn a bit more about these neighborhoods, head to our description below where we link to some information and some houses in these neighborhoods that are currently on the market. And that's not all. We serve 7 counties that are a short drive from the Triangle, and this gives a lot of variety and options to the would-be homeowners. Here's myth number 2. Raleigh is a sleepy town with little to do. Lay back, maybe, but far from sleepy. You know, Raleigh is an active place with something for everyone, whether you're an outdoor enthusiast, a history buff, or simply love exploring new things to do. This will be a bit of a highlight reel since it's impossible to go in depth into all that Raleigh has to offer in one video. Do you love art? Check out the self-guided mural tour and visit the Contemporary Art Museum, 2 of our over 40 free attractions. More into history? Explore the Pope House, an African-American house museum, or visit the North Carolina History Museum, which has over 150,000 artifacts. During the warmer months, there are festivals and pop-up markets everywhere along the outdoor events like movies in the park. So do you prefer green spaces? We've got over 9,500 acres of parks and greenways to explore. So you can hike, bike, camp, or launch your canoe from sites like the Neuse River Trail. Maybe you're a sports fan. Cheer on the Stanley Cup winning Carolina Hurricanes, soccer matches, and of course ACC basketball. If you're not a basketball fan, know that you need to pick a side before you come, Carolina, State, or Duke. Not to sway you, but go Duke. Are you into fitness? There's no shortage of 5Ks. A local favorite is the Krispy Kreme Run, which involves 12 donuts, 5 miles in 1 hour. So if you haven't heard anything that interests you yet, don't worry, there's more. There are annual events like the Hopscotch Music Festival, Galaxy Con, Triangle Restaurant Week, and Broogaloo, along with the family-friendly fun like the State Fair. You know, I think we consider that myth busted. You know, myth number 3 is that Raleigh doesn't get any snow. I've got to admit, it hasn't snowed here in the past 2 years, but before that, Raleigh's average snowfall is about 6 inches per year. And when it snows, you want to break out your sled and head for the hills, because some of the best places for this favorite pastime include Harvey Hill at Dorothea Dix, Lake Wheeler Dam, and Hilltop Needham Town Park and Preserve in Fuquay Varina. Even if it doesn't snow, there's no shortage of winter fun. The Red Hat Amphitheater in Raleigh hosts the Rink every year, where you can ice skate and enjoy the downtown skyline. or you can skate the square right in the middle of Fenton in Cary, North Carolina. If you're like me, while the kids are on the ice, you might want to indulge in some winter shopping at boutiques like Sephora or Williams-Sonoma. You know, once everyone's done for the day, treat yourself to a cozy cup of hot cocoa at the Carriage House coffee shop, or try some of these specialties like s'mores and butter beer lattes. If you're looking for a white fluffy snow, Asheville and Boone are your winter destinations, just a few hours away. This brings us to our fourth myth, and that myth is Raleigh is isolated and far away from other major cities or attractions. And one of my favorite things about living here is the variety of day or weekend trips that you can take easily. You know, centrally located in North Carolina, we're only a few hours from the beach or the mountains in either direction. The sand dunes at Jockey's Ridge are the perfect location to catch some of our gorgeous sunsets. And Durham is our next door neighbor, just 30 minutes away, and also has tons to do. So you can visit the Duke Gardens and the Museum of Life and Science, take in a Durham's Bull baseball game, or hike and bike at Eno River State Park. You know, Greensboro is a fun day trip, and it's only an hour away. In 2 hours, you can enjoy Wilmington's Riverwalk and beautiful historic district, or visit the Yadkin Valley Winery in Elkin. You know, Charlotte's a quick 2.5 hours away, another great day trip, and it's easy to get there by car or train. And if you're a football fan, you can take in the Carolina Panthers game while you're there. So do you like racing? Visit the NASCAR Hall of Fame. You can also be in the cities like Charlottesville, Virginia, or Myrtle Beach, South Carolina in just a few short hours. The Raleigh-Durham International Airport is conveniently located here, with direct flights to destinations like Chicago, New York, Cancun, and even Paris. It's easy to get away when you live in Raleigh. So with so many nearby attractions, it's clear that Raleigh is not isolated. And our last myth is number 5. Raleigh is a southern and rural town. You know, while sweet tea and barbecue are part of our culture, Raleigh is anything but rural. In fact, it's the second largest urban area in North Carolina. And with a booming job market in tech, finance, and biomedical fields, Raleigh's a magnet for transplants from all over the country. So as a result, non-natives make up the majority of homeowners in the Triangle region. According to the Allied Migration Map, North Carolina had one of the highest inbound rates of migration in 2023. So people from across the country, including major cities like Seattle, Denver, and Oakland, are moving to Raleigh and now call it home. Some even affectionately refer to our neighboring town of Cary as the centralized area for relocating Yankees. Now, y'all may not be able to tell by listening to me talk, but there's even been recent reports that the southern drawl is fading away. You know, much to the delight of longtime residents like me, the influx of the Northerners also means beloved stores like Wegmans are popping up in relocations like Midtown, east part of Raleigh. And while we still love our southern staples of grits and barbecue, our culinary scene reflects the diversity of our residents. New York Bagel and Deli in Cary, a fan favorite, has the most delicious, authentic egg salad and Reuben sandwiches I've ever tasted. So if you prefer seafood, Mason's famous lobster rolls in North Hills with lobster straight from Maine won't disappoint you. With nearly half of North Carolina adults being born somewhere else, Raleigh's southern charm is evolving into a melting pot of cultures and influences where there really is something for everyone. If Pinecone's monthly bluegrass jams aren't your speed, the annual outdoor Dreamville Festival with some of the biggest names in hip-hop and R&B might be. For those who want a taste of the rural life, there are nearby destinations like Bulmer Farm and Bunn for berry picking, or Whirligig Park and the quaint downtown in Wilson, North Carolina. Then it's a quick trip back to urban life. So there you have it. Now that I've revealed the truth about Raleigh, it's time for you to pack your bags and join us here. You know, whether you're ready to start searching for a new home or just want to learn a bit more about what it's really like to live here, fill out the form linked below, and we're here ready to help. Looking forward to meeting you. Take care.